Dear students, good morning to everyone. I am Dr. Kalaivani KN, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, GFGC, Anekal, Bangalore. Today we are going to discuss procedure for accounting and control of overheads, allocation of overheads, apportionment of overheads, difference between allocation and apportionment of overheads, primary overhead distribution summary and secondary overhead distribution summary. Let we see accounting and control of overheads first. Distribution of overhead cost to cost unit is one of the most complex problem of the cost accounting. This is because overhead cost cannot be identified with the individual cost units and there are no accounting means of exact distribution. Therefore, such costs are analyzed and distributed to various cost center and cost unit on arbitrary basis. There are various steps for distribution of overheads here. The following procedures are followed in finding out the overhead cost of individual cost units of production. First one is collection of overhead under separate heading. Allocation and apportion to production departments and service departments. Next step is reapportion of total overheads of each service department to production department. The last one, absorption of overheads. Let me see one by one. First one is collection of overhead under separate heading. One is stores requisition, invoices, cash book, wage analysis book, other register and reports, journal entries, collection register. These are the sources for collection of overheads we already discussed in the previous session. 2. Allocation and absorption to production departments and service department. Here, what is allocation? Allocation of overheads refers to assigning a whole item of cost directly to a particular cost center or cost unit. It implies relating overheads directly to the various departments. If the expenses are easily identified and easily allocated to the various departments, it is very simple. But allocation is possible only if the overhead is specifically related to a particular cost center or cost unit. For example, salary paid to a supervisor who is in charge of a particular product or department can be allocated to the specific product or department, where separate power meters are installed for each department. The electricity cost of that department is allocated to that department alone. It is very easy to allocate the expenses or overheads. However, where the overhead cost is a general expenditure and not related to a particular cost center or cost unit, then cost allocation is not possible. In such case, we must resort to cost apportionment. Allocation is a simple matter, but apportionment is very difficult. Next, we are moving to apportionment of overhead. What is apportionment? Overhead which are not directly related to a particular cost center or cost unit cannot be directly allocated to the various departments or cost centers. Such unallocable expenses are to be spread over the various departments or cost centers or cost units on an appropriate basis. This is called cost apportionment. So cost apportionment is allotment of proportion of cost to cost center or cost unit on some appropriate basis. Here we are going to see the differences between allocation and apportionment of overheads. Under allocation of overheads, the entire amount of expenses is charged to a particular department. If there is department A, we can easily allocate the same expenses to department A. But under apportionment of overhead, only a proportionate amount is charged to a department. Allocation is the first step in the departmentalization of overhead. whereas apportionment come next. Allocation is first step, the apportionment is next step. Allocation is a simple process where apportionment is a complicated process. In case of allocation, overheads can be conveniently identified with the department, whereas it is not possible to identify overheads to a department under apportionment process. Allocation and apportionment, primary overhead distribution. Here, allocation and apportionment are very important to divide the overheads on the basis of various apportionment. This is systematic allocation. The distribution of overheads to various departments is known as departmentalization of overhead. The distribution of common expenses to all the departments, including service departments, on some equitable basis is known as primary overhead distribution summary. While we are preparing primary overhead distribution summary, we have to apportion the various overheads on the basis of some of the items given here. Here the table, it denotes the item of production of overhead and the how to allocate the expenses. These are the basis given next. Here, item of production of overheads, let me see one by one. Opposite, it is given basis of apportionment. Factory overhead may be a factory rent, rates, taxes, repair, maintenance of factory building, insurance of factory building, depreciation of factory building if that organization owned the building. These and all apportioned on the basis of floor area occupied. Next is repair and maintenance of plant and machinery, insurance of plant and machinery, depreciation of plant and machinery. It is up, these expenses are apportioned on the basis of capital cost of plant and machinery or value of plant and machinery according to the given information. Insurance of stock, fire insurance, insured value of stock, supervision, canteen labor welfare expenses, timekeeping and personal office expenses. These expenses or overheads are allocated on the basis of workers, compensation to workers, employee state insurance contribution, provident fund contribution are allocated or apportioned on the basis of wages. Next is stores overhead, storekeeping expenses, or value of direct material, material handling charges on the basis of weight of direct material, lighting and heating under number of light points or floor area occupied. Whatever the case may be, whatever the item, the information given in the problem, according to we have to handle the situation. Motive power, steam consumption, these and all on the basis of horsepower of machines or machine hours worked. Horsepower may be given HP of machine. Indirect wages, general overheads, all under coming direct wages, the apportionment on the basis of direct wages. Next we see apportionment of service department cost. It is a secondary overhead distribution. We are preparing secondary overhead distribution summary. Once the overheads have been allocated and apportioned to production and service department and totaled, next step is to reapportion the service department cost to production departments. If there is some example I am giving, A, B, C are production department, X, Y are service department, all be total it whatever the apportioned amount allotted to their we taken into consideration, we reallocate the service department expenses to the production department. The secondary overhead distribution summary, the distribution of service department expenses to the various production department on some equitable basis or on the basis of percentage of service rendered is called secondary overhead distribution summary. Apportionment of service department cost given in the picture. See, apportionment of service department overheads divided into two categories. One is apportionment to production departments only, apportionment to production department as well as service department. This has divided into two categories, non-reciprocal basis and another one is reciprocal basis. The reciprocal basis, there are two methods are there. One is simultaneous equation method and another one is repeated distribution method. Apportionment to production department only. Here, the total amount of each service department is distributed to only production department. Some of the important basis of apportionment of service department overheads are given below. Purchase department, time office, personal department, canteen, labor welfare, accounts office, laboratory, maintenance department are all coming under service departments. Here there are basis of apportionment are given. Let me see one by one. Purchase department on the basis of value of material purchased or number of orders placed. Time office, personal department, number of employees, wages paid, labor hours. Canteen, labor welfare overheads on the basis of number of employees, wage paid. Accounts office, number of employees or number of time card handled according to the problem. Laboratory, testing laboratory hours, unit of output. Maintenance department, number of hours worked in each department. Next is apportionment to production department as well as service department. Here there are two types. I already told in the picture. It reveals in the picture non-reciprocal basis of distribution and reciprocal basis of distribution. Non-reciprocal basis of distribution is expenses of one service department are apportioned to all other departments in the proportion of benefit derived by them. Then expenses of the next service department are apportioned to the remaining departments and so on till expenses of all service departments are dealt with. Next is reciprocal basis of distribution. This method recognizes the fact that where two or more service department render service to each other, each department receiving such services should be charged for the cost or services rendered by others. The following method may be followed for inter-service distribution. One is repeated distribution method and another one is simultaneous equation method. What is repeated distribution method? The overhead expenses according to primary distribution summary are written against the respective department. Might be production department ABC and service department may be XY. One after another, then the expenses of service departments are redistributed to the production departments as well as service department on the basis of agreed percentage. This process is repeated until the figures of the service departments are exhausted or become too small to matter. Next one is simultaneous equation method. This method involves the following steps. Calculate the total cost of each service department by forming and solving simultaneous equation. Next is reapportion the total cost of each service department only to production department on the basis of given percentage. Let me sum up this content. We already discussed the accounting and control overheads. Let we see one by one. Distribution of overhead cost to cost unit is one of the most complex problem of cost accounting. So we are using various methods. There are various steps to distribution of overheads. There are 4 items as given. One is collection of overhead under separate heading, allocation and absorption to production departments and service department. Third one, apportion of total overheads of each service department to production department. And last one is absorption of overhead. The various sources we already discussed. The allocation of absorption to production departments and service department. We have seen what is allocation and what is apportionment. And also we have seen difference between allocation and apportionment. The allocation is simple matter, but apportionment is, it is a complex and complicated matter to allocation of overheads. Allocation and apportionment under primary overhead distribution, there are bases of apportionment given in the table already discussed. Then apportionment of service department cost, this is the secondary overhead distribution. We have given under the table that apportionment, there are various service department as given, basis of apportionment we already see. In apportionment to production department as well as service department, there are various methods are following. Non-reciprocal basis of distribution, reciprocal basis of distribution. Here there are 2 types, and reciprocal repeated distribution method and simultaneous equation method. Here the reference given, M.N. Arora, Cost Accounting, Himalaya Publishing House, New Delhi, and R.G. Saga and others, Cost Accounting, Vision Book House, New Delhi. Thank you one and all. Thank you for your patient listening. Remaining, let me see in the next class. Thank you, students.